He's an actor, a producer, owns a gin company, co-owns a phone company, is on the board of multiple of your favorite dating services, and owns the oldest football club in all of Wales. In case you randomly clicked the video and did not read our title, this is all about Ryan Reynolds and how he became worth $150 million. Reynolds was born in October of 1976, located in Vancouver, Canada. While his childhood wasn't super noteworthy in the acting department, it wasn't until 1991 that he actually began his acting career. 15 was a Nickelodeon drama that ran for a few years. Following this, he would make both his feature film and starring role debut in Ordinary Magic. Now, this film didn't exactly smash the box office, but it did show that Reynolds had the ability to handle a leading role in a feature-length film. After this, he would go on to be in quite a few TV shows, including The Odyssey, X-Files, along with Two Guys and a Girl, just to name a few. The 2000s were a decade of growth for Reynolds, starting off with some smaller roles like an episode of Scrubs and Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle as a male nurse. These roles gave way to a spot in Blade Trinity and the Amityville Horror. Come 2008, he starred in Definitely Maybe, which showed that he could handle a romantic comedy role. He then went on to multiply the modest $7 million budget almost 8 times over into $55.5 million. This string of success has helped lead into the introduction of new roles that are more of a super variety. Reynolds' biggest film so far would arrive in 2009 with X-Men Origins Wolverine, breaking into theaters with a massive $150 million budget. Here, Reynolds played Wade Wilson and this thing that they tried to call Deadpool. But any X-Men fan knows that this was not Deadpool. I mean, the character's known as the Merc with a Mouth and very clearly is lacking one of those features. Starring Hugh Jackman, this film would go on to make $373 million worldwide. Just 2 years later, Reynolds would try his hand at a different superhero franchise. The Green Lantern was released in 2011 with an even bigger $200 million budget. Now, this isn't a real surprise that Reynolds isn't the biggest fan of the movie. Critics and fans didn't back it too much either, which led to it only bringing in $219 million. It's actually speculated that this film would cause a $75 million loss for the studio, so any plans for a sequel were quickly dropped. Even with this failure of a film, Reynolds would keep doing what he does best and make more movies. Safe House, The Croods, Turbo, and r.i.p.d. are just a few of his films that would take place in the 2010s, with some varying degrees of success. His most well-known film would actually happen in 2016, where once again Reynolds would retake the title of the Merc with a Mouth, this time done right. Superhero movies are known for their gargantuan budgets, but Deadpool only had $58 million to work with. Somehow, it still went on to gross an absolutely insane $782 million. It's reported that Reynolds' salary was only $2 million. However, he did have back-end deals where he received bonuses based on the success of the film. For example, in 2017, he made an estimated $22 million. From here though, he had cemented his place in Hollywood. It's reported that he makes $20 million per a film, such as Michael Bay's film 6 Underground, where he brought home a nice paycheck of $27 million. But here's the thing, it was before the filming even began. 2018 would see Reynolds don the red mask again in Deadpool 2. The budget for this one was almost double of the first film, spending $110 million and turning that into $786 million. Shockingly enough, it only made $4 million more than the first Deadpool. Due to some more back-end deals, it's believed that Reynolds could have walked away with between $30 to $40 million for this movie. Since 2019, Reynolds has been in the Detective Pikachu movie and the previously mentioned 6 Underground, along with a few other smaller productions. He's a busy man, as you may have guessed. To date, he has 89 film credits to his name and isn't slowing down. Currently, he has 2 movies about to be released. Deadpool 3 has been announced, 3 movies in pre-production, and 2 in post-production. But films aren't the only thing he's a part of. As the old saying goes, don't put all your eggs in one basket, and Reynolds is definitely diversified. In 2018, Reynolds got a stake of Aviation Gin. Here, he plays a very hands-on role in both promoting and the business decisions. His involvement helped the company grow so much that in 2020, Aviation Gin was sold to Diageo Brands for an estimated $610 million. Now, while it's unknown how much Reynolds made from this deal, If we estimate he owns a modest 20% of the gin company, he could have made a massive $120 million from this deal. However, it is stated that Reynolds still holds a big percentage of the company, so we're not really sure how much he made from this individual deal. In 2019, Reynolds chose to leap into the battle for affordable wireless with Mint Mobile as he purchased an ownership stake. The company's only 5 years old, but it has seen a 50,000% increase in revenue. Reynolds reportedly owns more than 25% of this company and uses his other marketing company, Maximum Effort, to do the fast, low-budget, funny advertisements that it's known for. It is unknown how much of Mint Mobile he really owns and how much he spent to own it, but he has definitely grown the company by leaps and bounds. In 2020, Reynolds became a board member for the Match Group. This is the company that dominates the online dating industry, with the likes of Tinder, OkCupid, Match.com, and Hinge, just to name a few. Also in 2020, Reynolds purchased the Welsh football club Wrexham AFC. This is the oldest football club in Wales and the third oldest professional football team in the world, forming all the way back in 1864. Reynolds has a documentary planned for the team, so we'll have to be sure to catch that when it airs. In recent years, Ryan Reynolds has certainly grown and expanded to a number of different avenues, and all of these have amassed a $150 million fortune for him. But now I have a question to ask you. What's your favorite Ryan Reynolds movie? Are you a Deadpool fan, or are you more of a Detective Pikachu kind of person? Do you think that the Green Lantern wasn't that bad? Be sure to comment down below. Also, press the subscribe button for more content like this. I'm your host Don with a Financial Fixation, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.